Hey, I wanted to come on here and share one thing with you. Did you know that suffering is not the sole evidence of being in the will of God? Yes, let that soak in for a second. I want you to think about that. Just in case your mind has been going in that direction, you probably haven't even noticed it. Suffering is not the sole evidence of being in the perfect will of God. There seems to be this deep confusion between holiness and hardship, between struggle and sanctification. Yes. And there's this new term that is floating around. It's called trauma theology. It's this internalized belief that pain is somehow proof of purpose, and peace means that you have strayed away. Listen, there are seasons in our lives that it is absolutely necessary for us to endure. Times when you just can't give up, even though it gets hard and the struggle is real. But if we are not careful, if we stay in that place of struggle, what happens is it begins to shape our worldview of God, and we see our relationship with God as crisis management and not companionship. I know, but true theology, a whole theology, a healing theology. The basis of that is God's presence is not proven by pressure, but it is revealed in peace. You know, the cross of Christ was a moment. The resurrection was the manifestation of all that the purpose of the crucifixion was for. The cross was a moment. Resurrection is where we live and where we move. And if we are not careful, we will continue to see suffering as a sign of God's will. But this is trauma theology, and it is time for you and for me to unlearn this theology and move into something that is healing and whole and is God's will, the manifestation of His word, of His kingdom at work in our life. If you are ready to make a change, if you recognize what I'm talking about, if something hit a chord with you and you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're like, wow, you're right. I have been struggling for a really long time and somehow thinking that this was God's will for my life, then you and I need to connect. It is time for you to get to capacity for change coaching. I want to walk with you so that you can unlearn, have a transformation in the way that you are seeing life, the way that you are seeing God, the way that you are handling your faith, the way that you are walking in purpose, so you can unlearn this trauma theology and begin to walk in wholeness, to begin to walk in healing, and to begin to walk in the purpose that God has for your life. Let's connect one-on-one, capacity for change coaching. Listen, the change is in you. I am not kidding you. Everything that you were created for, it is already inside of you. It's just time to make a change. Let's connect. Let's do one-on-one coaching, capacity for change coaching. The link is below.